Some fans say that Devin is pillow-fisted. He has no power. You've been in there with him twice, so tell us what his power is like.
No, definitely not. He's got a very, very solid power. It's an explosive power. I was talking about this earlier today in another interview that power is different for every person. If I quickly jab you like that, without you noticing, it's going to hurt, right? Or you got that thumping power that really you feel. Devin's got that sharp power.
Rate it from 1 to 10.
I'm not rating it because at the end of the day, it's everyone's different. You know, I've been in some real solid fights, some big fights. I've taken some big shots in my career where I feel the power and I can get through it. Some other guys that don't feel power might rate it a different size. I'm not going to rate it, but you know, he definitely has power, and you know, let's see tomorrow.
You've been in there with Teofimo Lopez 12 rounds. You've been in there 24 rounds with Devin. Who has more power, and who do you think wins if Devin moves up to 140 in his next fight?
Look, I think Lopez has more of the thumping power. You know what I mean? It's that thump. But again, thumping power doesn't win you fights. It's the sharpness. It's the shots that you don't see. That you know, take its toll and break you down. That's what Devin has. If they were to fight at 140, I think Devin is again the jab, the movement. You know, he'd be able to pick him from distance. But again, Lopez, again, you can never count him out. He's a very good fighter, regardless of what I did to him. He's a very good fighter, and let's see what he does with Josh Taylor. If he beat Josh Taylor, that puts him back, you know, right up there, and then interesting super fights to be made.
Hey, the lightweight division is the deepest division in boxing. We have Tank and we have Shakur out there.
Yeah.
Who would you say is the best lightweight in the world right now?
Right now is Devin Haney. He's got all the belts. He's the man that is at the top. He beat the man that beat the man that beat the man. So he's the guy right now. Look, big respect to Shakur and Gervonta Davis, all these guys. Shakur's just come to the division. Tremendous fighter, great talent. So again, he's definitely going to make some noise. And Tank as well. I think Tank is a tremendous fighter, but he hasn't fought the top end guys to rate him where he's the number one.
If Devin,
great fighter.
If Devin beats Loma, is that the fight you want next?
If Devin beats Lomachenko, fight Devin again. No, that's definitely not at this point. A fight that, look, I'm a serious kind of guy. I'm a realist. That fight doesn't make sense right now. I need to get back on my horse and bounce back and look impressive where the fans want to see it. We saw in Australia what we were able to do, 45,000 in a stadium, because the fans demanded it. They want to see it. So there's other options out there for me, but I've got to bounce back. I've got to make my statements.
How about Gervonta and Shakur?
Yes, Gervonta, Shakur are all guys that I love to fight, guys that I want to fight. And again, Lomachenko, regardless of what happens tomorrow, that is a fight that was supposed to happen, and a fight where styles make fights. I'd love to get on with Lomachenko. He's a big name. I've got a lot of respect for him as well, and definitely we can make that fight happen.
What did you think about Tank's performance against Ryan last week?
Very good performance. Good performance, smart performance, timed his shots, picked the moments. We saw Ryan coming in crazy in that round, round two, when he dropped him. It was round two, I'm pretty sure. And I said it before he did it. The chin was up there, and he's throwing shots. He got excited. Boom. You can't do that with a guy like Gervonta Davis. He's a smart fighter. He's seasoned, and he's got that one-punch power that can hurt you.
Ryan, you say he's moving up to 140. It seems like he got neutral in there.
Yeah. It's a good move. I think it's a very good move because you got to look at who Derrick James has. You know, Anthony Joshua there, Errol Spence, Charlo. Good guys around him, and I think that's what Ryan needs. Disciplined fighters, guys that are dedicated to the craft, that are going to sit there and make sure he's in line. Because we've all heard of that. His biggest flaw is his discipline and dedication to the sport. It's great being a superstar, it's great being on social media and saying who we are and having all these fans, but if you don't perform in the ring, if you don't have that discipline, it's a hard take.
What about you and Frank Martin?
Yeah, definitely a good fight as well. Frank Martin, I think, is doing great work. I think he needs to obviously build it up a little bit more. You know, if he can pick up a championship if these belts become vacant, it makes a lot more sense at this point. Obviously, I'm now signed with Top Rankings with PBC, so there'll be a lot of negotiations to be done. Yeah, definitely. You know me. I'll fight any man, and I love the biggest and best fights, and I'm here to make a bang. That's why I came back to Australia, back to the US. I didn't want to stay in Australia. I didn't want to sit there and fight easy fights and bring some imports. I'm back here, ferociously back, and I think the lightweight division needs me. You know? Let's be serious.
How do you
if we look at the whole process of everything, when I beat Lopez, If Lopez was to beat me, he was going to vacate everything. I beat Lopez, I give Devin the opportunity. He beats me. Now Lomachenko, after refusing the opportunity for his bigger, obviously, fight with the war, gets his shot again. So if it wasn't for me and I sat there and had some easy fights and I won the belts, we wouldn't be here. We might have had Kambosos versus Joe Blow from 7-Eleven down the road. At MGM.
Kambosos, in the future, do you plan on moving up in weight? You know, after a couple of years.
Yeah, possibly if it's a big fight there and it makes sense.
And what's the highest?
I think 140. I think 140 is look. I spar guys up to 154. And
yeah,
I'm not afraid to. Yeah, I'm not afraid to fight anyone at any weight. But I think at 135, I really want to win another championship. That's my motivation. That's my goal. I've said it a few times that I don't need to fight. I'm well off. I've made a lot from the sport. I'm fighting because I want to fight. I love to fight. I love this warrior mentality day in, day out. I'm disciplined. I've trained twice today already. I'm going to go train again 3 times today. I'm in Vegas. I should be partying. Should be having fun. I fly here. I don't eat plain food. I pack my own food. I get my wife to pack my food because I'm disciplined to the game. No matter how much has come, no matter how many belts at my house are there, no matter how many millions you make, I love this game. I love fighting. So, yeah, we'll see with the division. If the opportunities come up at 140, maybe a Lopez rematch at 140, maybe a Ryan Garcia at 140, we'll see. But for now, 135.
Hey, how you see Tank and Devin playing out?
Again, another good fight. Styles make fights. Obviously, we've seen Devin hit before. I hit him with some good shots as well. He took them well. I think as you mature, you're able to take better shots. But again, Tank is a very explosive kind of guy. Styles make fights. It's hard to tell when they haven't fought. And look, who cares about the zero? I've been saying it so much. Who cares? If you want to see the best fights, as the media, you want to see the best fight. The fans want to see the best fights. So if we keep pushing these kind of fights and kind of forget, all right, he lost to him and he beat him and he beat him and he lost to him. Styles make fights, and who knows what's to come tomorrow and what's to come in the future.
Yeah, to piggyback off what he said, how does Devin fare against like Tank and Shakur?
Look, I haven't fought Tank or Shakur yet, so it's hard to give my analysis where I haven't fought them kind of guys. But I know how good Devin of a fighter is, how sharp he is, how well gifted he is with his feet and how he moves and the size he has, and able to just do the right things, the 1% is right. And change it up as well. One of my mistakes was I was always trying to be at 100%. That Manny Pacquiao style. I'm hitting the bag. I'm at 100%. I was hitting the bag and I put it up on my social media. And Devin actually reached out and he goes, one of the things that we saw when we were preparing for you is you're always at 100%, so we kind of break that rhythm. Slow it up, touch, keep the hand out there, then explode. So I've learned these things and. That's what makes me a better fighter.
That's cool. So Devin hit you up.
Yeah. We're good, man. We speak, quite often, and it's all respect, it's all love, and it was cool that I think it was like a few weeks after I was back in the gym and doing my thing, and he reached out and he goes, "Champ, this is what I reckon. What we thought and what we saw. What do you reckon?" I said, "You know what? You're right, man. I'm gonna work it," and we started working it.
What kind of statement are you looking to make versus Max Hughes?
The statement I want to make is Ferocious is back. I'm here to show that I never left, regardless of the losses to Devin Haney. I lost to Devin Haney. I didn't lose to just nobody. Now, if I took an easy fight, a tune-up fight, and I lost, that's a whole different scenario. That's a whole different story. But I want to make a great statement. Take this guy out. He's a southpaw, so obviously there's a lot of good southpaws in the division. And it really makes a good statement with what I'm going to do. And I will do it. I'm very focused and very confident. And he's the guy that I'm zoning on, no one else.
What message can you send to all your fans that are out there?
Look, I appreciate the fans, the support from the fans, the support from, boxing worldwide. It's amazing to come here in Vegas and be stopped so much and to have all the media and so many people, excited to meet me and take photos. We were in LA when we flew in. It was 6 in the morning, and I had about 30 photos. Police officers wanting the photos, which is cool, man. I'm a guy from Sydney. I've come from humble beginnings, but to be where I am right now, it's extraordinary. And I keep keeping it real. Keep who I am.
Hey, before I let you go, let me get a couple of quick predictions from you. We have Inoue versus Fulton. Break down that fight, how you think it's going to go.
Yeah, it's a good fight. Obviously, in a way, stepping up to another division. I think in a way he's wrecking now. Like he's on that relentless tear. But it's a good fight. Fulton's a good fighter too. But I think in a way, it's just too explosive, man. That power is incredible.
And my last one for you, if it happens, let's say if it happens now, Crawford versus Errol Spence.
Oh, it's such a good fight, man. Let's hope it happens. I gotta give the edge to Crawford, man. Just yeah, that be able to switch, go to southpaw orthodox. I think can catch Spence off guard a few times. And we saw Spence get hurt against Ugas, which tends to say that if you catch him well, it can hurt him as well. But let's just get him in the ring, man. Let's do it. I want to see it.
Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Right.
Thank you, man.
AJ, I heard you got to check